Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to the small project, which I'm probably going to cover in 1 weekend's time, 3 days or 2 days. But welcome back to Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. This is going to be the second part anyway. Last time we completed the first 2 minigames, or at least I shown off the first 2 minigames. There's not really something to complete in this game, since it's a game that actually revolves around minigames where you play for high score. And it is only 4 of them. But all 4 of them are worth my while. Especially the ones we're going to be playing today, Sling Shooter and Burper. By far, my favorite minigames to play in this game. And in order to make things interesting, I'm going to save my favorite one for last. And therefore saying, we're going to get started with Sling Shooter in today's episode. And see how far we can get in this one. I really love playing this one. So this one I might actually keep up for a while. This is how it works. As you can see, this is a shooting gallery minigame. A lot of creatures will actually appear on screen. However, if you take a close look, you will see we're not allowed to shoot all of them. If you shoot the regular animals, you will actually get minus points and it won't count towards your score. Oh, if you hit the logs in the waterfall, it will actually open up and reveal a monkey. That's also nice. But as you can clearly see, some of the animals you don't want to hit. This butterfly over here, also minus 500. So all the things you want to hit, that actually also count towards your score, which you see in the middle. The number of enemies we need to hit are the fake enemies and the ones that you can consider quote-unquote bad enemies. Now, that's pretty much how this works. Can be a bit complicated at first. Here you can see this is clearly a fake hippo that we want to hit. Pumbaa on the skateboard we want to hit. This bird is what we want to hit. This lizard in the grass. The caterpillar over here and its cocoon. But not the butterfly, if that hatches. That we don't want to hit. It's stuff like that. And we get a certain number of enemies that we need to hit in every single level. In a certain time limit. And also in a certain ball limit. Because as you can see we also have ammo in this game. That you can see on the left of the screen. The number that's currently on 80 and it's going down. So there's also a limit in ammo in this game. With all of those rules in our mind, we need to get an as high score as possible. The further we get, the less time we get, the less balls we get, and the faster the enemies will start moving. And that final thing is probably what makes this minigame especially difficult later on. Because of course, every time an enemy appears, they won't stay around. Eventually they will actually go away again. And that will go crazy fast at some point. The reaction time is going to be highly tested during this. That I can already give away. The first couple of levels, that's still pretty easy. But I think of all the things that make this harder later on, the faster despawning of enemies is going to be the thing that gets me. But we'll see how far we can get. Oh, you, shut up. My least favorite enemy that can appear here. The singing Christmas tree, I always called it when I was younger. Oh, this guy's interesting. Very small creature. Go away, Pumbaa. You're not allowed to skateboard in the jungle. It does remind me of the television series they had back in the day. Back in the late 90s as well. I think I like that even more than the movie of The Lion King itself. Because for me, the same actually applies. I'm a really big fan of the characters Timon and Pumbaa. Not per se of the movie The Lion King, if I need to be honest. But the characters, Timon and Pumbaa, I actually really love those guys. So the television series that they once got. Especially in the silly way it was actually made. It actually still gives me great memories. And also this game, of course. Even though it's not the biggest game in the world, just a handful of minigames. I definitely really enjoyed playing this game back in the day. I'm very proud I'm also going to be able to put this game on my Let's Play channel. To say, yes, this is a part of my video game library. Oh, if you actually hit the bird in time, you can get this egg, as you can see. That will give you bonus points. Won't count towards your enemy counter. So it won't help you clear the stage, but it does give you a higher score. So still try to go for them. Because they are definitely worth points. Hello, Christmas tree. Oh, here's another egg. This time a balloon. Okay, not too sure what that thing is supposed to be. Some of the enemies are weird here. I know some of the enemies are fake enemies, as you can clearly see. But some do seem to be real creatures, but actually just look weird. Like that small balloon enemy. Oh, bonus. Did make me miss the hyena, but... I've got enough time, I think. Running out of time is definitely the thing I fear the most, because of the enemies despawning so quickly. But so far I'm still able to keep up in this shooting gallery. Things can go crazy fast at some point, but so far I'm still able to keep up. So I'm not afraid of the time quite yet. 50 seconds now for 15 enemies. Oh, that's the first one that I actually missed because of it going too fast. Yeah, this is the point where things are starting to become tricky. Enemies are definitely moving faster by this point already. Except for these guys. The guys that actually start walking around there are always really slow. Desert. Oh! The lizard despawned and he actually immediately respawned again, so I still hit him. Yeah, sometimes enemies can actually spawn twice in a row. If the first one despawns, it sometimes immediately also respawns there again. You've seen that happen multiple times already, but it does not always happen, so... It's not like you can actually use that to help you. Snake! Hyena. Okay, the lizard's going way too fast already, so... Unless my cursor happens to be on him, I'm not going to be able to get him, I think. Like over here. Yeah, if my cursor's already on it, then it's not going to be a problem. The enemies are definitely moving faster now here. Oh, I thought I already hit you. The enemies are definitely moving faster now above level 10. And this is where things actually become difficult. I can't even permit myself to go for the bonus. Yeah, not sure what you're supposed to be, but you're going to die. Man, all of these skateboarders here in the jungle, what is this? I do really like how you can also hit Pumbaa on the skateboard. It also counts as an actual enemy. You're not allowed to hit Timon here in this minigame, but you are allowed to hit Pumbaa for some reason. Which is weird actually, because I just talked about the stories behind these minigames actually being described in the manual for this game. And in the manual it actually says you're not allowed to hit Pumbaa either. It says don't hit the actual animals, which are not our natural enemies. And don't hit Timon or Pumbaa. But you can clearly see if I hit Pumbaa on the skateboard, it will actually still give me points. And counts towards one of the enemies that we need to hit. Which I always thought was weird. Perhaps the Pumbaa on the skateboard is a fake one, but if it is, it's a good fake one, because I'm recognizing as the regular Pumbaa. Strange, I know. But it is what it is. Right, that was it. Level 12 done. Level 13 already. Hi, Pumbaa. Apparently you're fake, so... Still going to hit you. The timer is also getting low now, I feel. Oh, sorry, Timon. That was an accident. There was an enemy flying behind you. And I'm too trigger happy, I know. Yeah. Oh, stupid hippo, go away. I can't hit the fake one behind you. Okay, apparently that still counted. I saw the timer at 0, so... Yeah, I'm not going to be caring about hitting something and lose points. Currently things are going so fast and the timer is so strict that I can't permit myself to play this carefully. I need to go crazy fast because the timer also goes crazy fast now. I did already almost run out of time in the previous level, so... Need to do this fast. Oh, hi monkey. Yeah, I'm not going to make this. 3, 2, 1, 0, and we are done here. I did only have one left, I see now, so I was close, but unlike some of the other minigames, there's no life system in this one. One failure is immediately game over. That was the shooting gallery game here in Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. 10 minutes in the video. Alright, this one was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I always remembered this one actually taking a bit longer, but it seems we do have time to cover 2 of the minigames in one episode yet again. It is time to actually take a look at my favorite minigame that is present here in the Jungle Games. A game called Burper. We're going to be playing as Pumbaa, obviously, and we're going to make use of one of his biggest traits, because of him being a hawk. We are going to burp away across this minigame. There's going to be a lot of junk coming from the air, and we need to burp that all out of existence. As you can see, we have another enemy counter, similar to Sling Shooter, but we need to actually reach in order to clear the level. And this time around we do have a life system, so you don't have to worry about dying here. Which can happen, of course, if you have too many things that actually drop on your head, or if you get bitten by the bugs that actually fall. You will eventually lose a life. And be careful for all of the stronger stuff, like the sink, for instance, which for some reason also falls down here. If you get hit by the bigger things, I believe this purple spider is actually also one of them, you will actually die instantly. That is actually insta-kill. All of the other things you can actually take a couple of hits from, but eventually everything is able to kill you. And our goal is to burp everything out of existence. But of course, there's also other ways you can burp. If you press the X button, you will get an extra powerful super burp. Which actually is really big. But do be careful, that wastes a lot of ammo. Because as you can see, that will actually cost you 20 of your burps. You can also press the Y button for a bit of a smaller one. That one will cost 10. But it's also a bit less big as the X one is. So there's 3 ways you can actually burp, and the A button is used to swipe your tail, which you use to clean up all of the bugs on the ground. Everything that drops, mostly the fruit of course, instantly gets destroyed the moment it touches the ground, but the bugs do stay around and they will actually try to kill you from the ground. Those we need to hit with our tail in order to clean those up. Also counts towards your score, of course. Unlike the previous game that we played, Sling Shooter, here everything does count towards your score. There's no quote-unquote bad things to hit here. And while all of that, Timon over there on the right is going to be busy laughing at us. And sometimes we get a sink on our head and we are down. Still think it's weird that of all the things dropping, the sink is also one of them. All of the fruit and all of the bugs, that we can still imagine, of course. We're in the jungle after all. But why is there a sink here? I guess that is a bit of slapstick humor that we're trying to input here. That's what makes this game hilarious. That something as random as a sink actually also drops between all of the things. It's not even worth that many points. Most of the things are 100, 200, 250. Stuff like that. But the sink is only 50 points, so... But it is able to kill you in one hit. And therefore it's definitely the most annoying thing that can actually appear here. But that's basically how Burper works. Very fun, 2-dimensional shooter game, vertical shooter game. Comparable to a classic arcade game like Arcanoid, for instance. There's also a lot of games like these when you're a spaceship and stuff like that and you shoot aliens. That you're at the bottom of the screen, you shoot stuff that are above you. It's a game that falls under that category. It's also still really fun to do. Very chaotic, and it requires a lot of multitasking because of there being a lot of things you need to keep in mind. Not just stuff falling from the sky, but also everything that's below you. Everything that drops to the ground, and you also need to clean up. Not every single type of bug is able to actually hit you. Like this blue one, for instance, that's now running around here. Those kind of bugs don't hit you. But some of the others definitely do. Like these guys with their grabby claws. Trying to bite us. And yes, that will also eventually kill you if you get hit enough times. Now, yeah, sometimes everything below you will actually hinder you from shooting the things above you. That's usually how I end up dying in this stage, in all honesty. Trying to hit something that comes from above me, but not being able to burp in time because of the bugs below me actually distracting me. And therefore not being able to actually react in time. that's usually where things get tricky here. I think that's also the reason why you do have a life system in this game, unlike the previous one. It's impossible to stay alive in this one, I think. Very hectic, very chaotic. But for that reason also the most fun minigame to play, I feel. Not for nothing that I'm saving this one for last. It's the chaos that I actually like here. I'm not per se the best in this minigame, I'm the first one to admit that. You can probably already see that. It's not really my kind of thing when it comes to being a pro. I'm definitely not. But I do like the chaos that's actually always present here. And also because of the high degree of slapstick humor that you find in this one. This one is definitely, of the 4 minigames, my favorite one. Even though I'm probably a bit better in Sling Shooter when it comes to skills. But this one is the most fun one to play. We'll see how far we can get. Just like with the previous games, I'll simply play until I game over. Or if I think it starts taking too long. This is the kind of game that, because of the life system, might actually take a while. But if I start doing stupid things like that, then I am going to be done quickly. There's still some dignity I'd like to hold up, if you don't mind. I was already embarrassed of game overing so quickly in the pinball game, but this one I'd like to actually prove that I'm somewhat better. Perhaps even go for my highest score yet in all of the minigames. Oh, stupid spider! What the hell? My burp went straight through him. It's not fair. Let's start with a big burp. I've got the ammo, so why not? That's usually my strategy, by the way, in this game. The moment the minigame starts, one of the levels, immediately press X to start. Don't do that too oftenly, of course. It costs a lot of your ammo, using those bigger ones. And I usually feel it's not even necessary. There's plenty of time usually in this game, so just using your regular burp is usually more than enough. So even though I know it's a possibility, and sometimes, strategically speaking, not a bad idea to use those bigger burps. But I'd like to keep things simple in this minigame, and I usually just end up pressing the B button. The A button I also really love using, as you can clearly see. 26. See, my high score on Sling Shooter was 70,000, I believe, somewhere in 70,000. Let's go see if we can try to beat that in this minigame. Use that as our finale for this game. Try to get the highest score in the final minigame. Come on. I didn't even get the chance to do anything here. I can press B and A all I want, but I get hit with so many things. I was simply soft-locked over there. Enemies on the ground actually pinning me down. Waiting until the fruit above me actually killed me. Yeah, that's what you get in all of this chaos. It's the best way to describe a minigame like this. Chaos. Pure chaos. Burp. Over 60,000 in the meantime. Let's go see if we can also try to reach at least level 10 here. Not just go for a score of 70,000, but also reach double digits at least in the level counter. Level 9. Oh no! Saw that coming. Wasn't really anything I could do about it. I tried to shuffle to the left, but that bug already got me and pinned me down. And Pumbaa got knocked out by a sink on his head. Nice. And even then I still got 3 lives left, man. I'm not exactly sure what the number is you need in order to score yourself an extra life. I think it's 10,000. Or something like that. Oh, there we go again. That looks familiar. But that might actually be a fun thing to try to figure out. What the exact number of points you need in order to score an extra life again. I've been getting plenty of extra lives already. I've died quite a lot of times already. I'm still not game over, so... Oh, come on! Those sinks, man! They're getting to me. I I am so embarrassed. This is not my best showing. But it is a fun showing at least. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I did get a life again, I see. I was at 1 and now at 2 after going over 70,000. So I believe 10,000 points is the required number in order to score an extra life again, it seems. I'm pretty sure that number is a lot higher when it comes to the Hippo Hop minigame, the other minigame where you can score extra lives. I did not remember actually getting an extra life in that one, so I'm not too sure what the number is there, or that you're even able to get extra life there. Not too sure. Well, one of my goals has been reached, level 10. Still not game over, we're still going on. I'm trying here. It's the best I can do. Trying my best, nothing more. I could of course also try to deliberately kill myself now and say, okay, we've seen the minigame, we know how it works, we've reached 20 minutes in the video. But that's not fun either, let's just keep on going until the game gets me. Seeing how many times I've died already, I don't think that's going to take very long. So I feel safe to just keep on going, try my best. And see what kind of a score I can actually put down on this recording. This level 10 I can also beat, I feel. It's 80,000 in the meantime, so another extra life. Even though the game is becoming harder, I do have a feeling I can actually try to go for 100,000 here. That might actually be the next new challenge while we're still alive. If we're still alive, might as well challenge myself. Come on, I'm getting soft locked again. Let's try to get that 100,000 points. My ultimate goal for this finale of this project. Whoa! Just in time. Stupid sinks. They fall way too fast. Oh, speaking of falling fast. Getting killed here. Yeah. Had a feeling I was not going to be able to make that. We're close to an extra life anyway, I see. 89,000. So with this shot, we're back at 3. Hell yeah. Oh! Yeah, my mistake. Pressed the wrong button. Shouldn't have pressed the A button there. Yeah, that's also what makes this game difficult. Because of everything moving so fast and it being so chaotic. Sometimes you press the buttons too fast and sometimes that actually results in you deciding to press the wrong button or simply press the wrong button in general. Trying to press the B button, but because of being in such a hurry, accidentally hitting the A button instead. Or just making the wrong decisions. Thinking, oh, there's a couple of bugs below me, let's get them. And not realizing there's a sink coming down right at your position and therefore dying that way. Both of them actually already happened quite a lot to me. As you can clearly see. Oh! Now this is another one of those examples. Come on, let's go. 89,000 points. We're getting that 100,000. I'm at my final life, so need to be careful now. If I die now, it's no longer 100,000, but here we go. We've reached it. Also get an extra life, so we can even go further. Next goal, 200,000 points. I'll see you in 50 minutes. And you were wondering why this episode was 40 minutes long. Because of me not getting enough of this crazy fun minigame. Oh, what am I doing? Having so much fun with such a simple minigame. But isn't that the whole idea of video gaming? Even the most simplistic things can actually give you a lot of fun. If you cannot appreciate small, simple and humble minigames like these, then how can you possibly appreciate the bigger stuff in the video game world? But anyway, it looks like we're reaching the end of this project, this minigame, even though I'm still going, but not for a whole lot longer, I feel. Once again, on my last life, level 12. Although we are getting an extra one, because we are reaching 111,000 points. Still doing well. But after this is of course the final minigame in the game. We've seen all 4 of them, so I was indeed able to actually cover this in 2 episodes time. No matter how long this is going to take, I'm not going to... Okay, that's an interesting way to die. I'm not going to be cutting up this episode, so this is going to be the final episode anyway. Indeed, like I imagined, a small little project that I'm able to do in 1 weekend's time. Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games. And with this sink landing on my head, it was indeed the final thing we did in this minigame. My highest score so far in all of the minigames, 114,000 points. And that will conclude this small little project. Humble, simple, but still a video game in my possession and therefore also needs to go on this channel. Let's go close off this project by checking out our scores for all of the minigames. Here we can see Hippo Hop was apparently our worst minigame. Did a little bit better in Jungle Pinball. Sling Shooter being our second best. And the Burper apparently being our minigame. And with that we can actually conclude this episode and therefore also this project. Thank you all for watching and... Is that really Mickey Mouse in there? Nice of you to also show yourself in this Disney game, sir. But anyway, thank you all for watching. There's still one more Disney game that I need to cover in this generation. That one is going to be coming up in a few months, I think. But when it comes to The Lion King, this little spin-off to The Lion King, a couple of simple mini-games here in Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games, we can say we've also covered this one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this small little project. And I will see you folks later. Treecks out.